Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this week's episode of Energy, Intuition, Transformation. Now, I'm Sue Williams, the Spirit Psychic, and I'm so grateful to have you here today. And just before we begin, I want to acknowledge something that many people are feeling right now. Now, across the world, there is a sense of upheaval, uncertainty, and rapid change. There are questions about safety, stability, and what the future might hold. And at this time, many sensitive and intuitive people are feeling this very deeply, sometimes even physically in the body. Now, you may be noticing waves of worry, restlessness, or simply a feeling that the ground beneath you is shifting. And when that collective energy becomes unsettled, it's natural for the nervous system to tighten, to question, to wonder where things are heading. But today's message from Spirit comes as a powerful reassurance, a reminder that even when the world feels uncertain, there is a deeper intelligence at work. And this is an intelligence that sees further than we can, an intelligence that supports our growth even through change. And change is the one constant in our lives. And this week's Oracle card brings that message forward beautifully. And when I chose it, I thought, oh, this is going to be the perfect card for this week's segment. So let me share it with you. And firstly, it comes from this funny little deck. You probably won't be able to see it very clearly, but it's the Fortune Teller Oracle Cards deck. And the card I chose, or was chosen for me to share with you today, is the universe is conspiring in your favor. And of course, on the card is the all-seeing eye. So take a moment to let that settle in. Not against you, not indifferent to you. This is what the universe is telling us. But the universe is conspiring in your favor. Might not seem that way at the moment, but trust that this is happening. And of course, the all-seeing eye represents higher awareness, the perspective of spirit, of soul, of universal intelligence that can see the bigger picture when we can't. So when we're in the middle of uncertainty, it's easy to believe that everything is falling apart. But often what feels like chaos at ground level is actually reorganization at a much higher level. So this card reminds us that there is a greater orchestration unfolding, one that is quietly guiding us towards alignment, growth, and deeper truth. Even when we don't yet understand how, we just have to trust in the process. And when the world feels unsteady, well, yeah, many people are asking, am I safe? Where is the world heading? What will the future look like? Now, these are valid questions, and it's important to honour the feelings that arise without becoming overwhelmed by them. Not good to hold them in. And when global energy is intense, our nervous systems can move into survival mode. That's the first thing that humans tend to do. We may feel hyper-aware, anxious, emotionally drained. It can feel difficult to trust that things will work out. But this card invites us to zoom out just a little. Imagine looking at your life from above, as though through that all-seeing eye. From that perspective, you might see how past challenges eventually lead to growth, how unexpected turns brought new opportunities, how moments that once felt uncertain later revealed their purpose, and the same is true now. Even when events seem chaotic, there are deeper currents of transformation moving beneath the surface. Absolutely, old systems are shifting. There's a new awareness and it's emerging now. And each of us is being guided to find our own inner stability within this changing world. So why don't we Now do a brief meditation, which is all about trusting the greater view. Let's take a few moments to step out of fear and into trust. So before we begin, remember, please do not listen to this meditation while driving or operating machinery. And if you need your full concentration at this time, please listen with your eyes open and return to the experience this meditation will give you when you watch the replay. So if you're able to do so, gently close your eyes. And as we always begin, take a slow, steady breath in and release it slowly and softly. Allow your shoulders to drop. Release that tension. Let your jaw relax and let your breath become natural and easy. Now, imagine a soft light above your head, a calm, intelligent presence. This is the energy of universal awareness, the all-seeing eye that watches over your journey with compassion and clarity. And with each breath, feel a gentle beam of light moving down from above, surrounding you in a cocoon of calm. You are safe in this moment, in this cocoon, and you are held in this moment. Now, imagine stepping slightly outside your current worries, as if you can view your life from a higher vantage point. From here, you can see the path behind you and the path gently unfolding ahead. You don't need to know every detail. Just sense that there is movement, guidance, and support. And silently repeat this to yourself. The universe is conspiring in my favor. And I am guided even when I cannot see the full path. And I am supported in ways I may not yet understand. And let those words settle in your heart. And take one more deep breath. And as you exhale, return to your normal awareness. And if your eyes are closed, when you are ready, just gently open them and you have returned. So trust doesn't mean ignoring reality. Trusting the universe doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It doesn't mean ignoring real-world challenges or bypassing emotions. It means holding two truths at once. Yes, the world may feel uncertain, and yes, there is still a deeper, more wonderful order unfolding. And when we anchor into that deeper trust, we become steadier. We make clearer decisions. We respond rather than react. We begin to see possibilities instead of only problems. The all-seeing eye reminds us that our perspective is limited, but Spirit's perspective is not. It's infinite. And you may not be able to see how everything will unfold, but you can choose how you meet each moment, each challenge through every day. Now you can meet it with fear or with quiet trust that everything will work out in the end. And of course, we can see lessons from the animal world. One of the most beautiful examples of trust comes from the animal kingdom. Animals do not spend their days worrying about the future. They respond to what is in front of them. They trust their instincts. They move with the rhythm of life. Even in uncertain environments, animals find ways to adapt and remain present. They don't lose themselves in imagined futures. They stay connected to what is real now. And when we observe animals, our own companions or wildlife, we are reminded to return to this grounded state, to focus on what we can do today, to care for ourselves and for those around us, to stay connected to the natural flow of life. Their calm presence helps regulate our own, and how wonderful is that? So may I offer some support for your journey through these tumultuous times. If you've been feeling uncertain or overwhelmed lately, know that you don't have to navigate these feelings alone. Sometimes it helps to talk things through, to gain clarity, to reconnect with your own intuitive guidance and inner stability. Through my Spirit Talk journeys, holistic animal wellness sessions, and of course, quantum journeys, hypnosis, whoa, that's amazing. I support people in gently uncovering the deeper messages beneath their current experiences and reconnecting with their own sense of direction and trust. Things just become clear and you're able to move forward. Now you can learn more about all these holistic modalities by visiting my website, holistic-health.au. That's where you'll find links to each of my offerings, and there's also a contact form if you would like to reach out and get in touch. Even if you send me a message and just we can communicate backwards and forwards, and I can guide you into what sort of modalities would be the best for you at this time. And of course, we include your animals as well. We can do all sorts of holistic readings, treatments, energy work, and so on for your animals. And also the link, the connection between you and your animals, past or present, we can do that in one of our sessions, the perfect one for you and that beautiful animal. So, of course, go to the website, holistic-health.au, and that's where you'll be able to contact me through that form, and I would love to hear from you. And remember, sometimes just reaching out is the first step back into alignment. So, with my closing message today, the all-seeing eye, the universe conspiring in your favor. This is not a promise that life will always be easy, but it is a reminder that your journey is not random. You are not forgotten. And even in times of global change, there is a deeper intelligence supporting your growth and guiding your path. So this week, whenever you feel uncertainty rising, I want you to remember to pause for a moment, breathe, and remember, you are being guided. You are being supported, and there is more working for you than you can currently see. So thank you for joining me for this week's episode of Energy, Intuition, Transformation. And until next time, have a blessed week, stay grounded, stay open, and trust that the universe is quietly and powerfully conspiring in your favor. Bye for now.